lesson, not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We're back out with another video. Today's video, we got the 65 badge slashing Playmaker build. Now let me just explain a couple things real quick. If you guys did not know, 65 badges is the maximum badge you can have on any build at any position. So this build is going to be a demigod offensively. And I was talking about this in my previous video, my top 3 best build video, saying you can get a 65 badge point guard. Some people were actually requesting that I make this a build, so I decided to make this video. And also, I forgot to say, make sure you guys do go check out my top 3 best build video. I just posted it yesterday. That video is going insane. It already has like 22,000 views. I already know those videos go crazy. You guys do enjoy those. But if you haven't seen it, make sure you guys do check it out. But now we're gonna get straight into the 65 badge point guard build. Now, like I said, it's going to be a slashing playmaker, and you have to make it a point guard because this build is going to get 65 badges. You can't get 65 badges as a shooting guard, small forward. It has to be a point guard, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now, moving on to the skill breakdown, there is 3 pie charts you can pick to make a slashing playmaker. You can pick this pie chart. You can also pick the all playmaking pie chart, and you can also pick this pie chart. But for this build, it's going to be 65 badges. There's only one pie chart you can pick. It's going to be the playmaking and finishing pie chart. This build is going to be a monster offensively. I'm telling you, this build is going to be very nice. Make sure you guys do pick this pie chart. Now, moving on to physical profile, man, there's only 2 physical profiles I would personally recommend. Either the top one or the agility and vertical. I recommend you pick this one though, because on a slashing playmaker, you need vertical so you can get up there and dunk. This one has a 95 vertical and this one has an 83 vertical. That's a huge difference. That's a 12-point difference. But look at the speed, 95 speed to a 92 speed, 3-point difference is not a big deal. If you want all agility, go ahead. I'm not saying it's a bad pie chart, but I personally recommend you pick this pie chart. Now, moving on to attributes, man, make sure you do it just like this to get them 65 badges. You're gonna max out every single finishing stats. You're gonna max out close shot, also max out driving layup, driving dunk. It's gonna be a very insane build, I'm telling you. And you max out your standing dunk as well, max out your post hook. And you guys can see you get 25 finishing badges. Now, same thing with shooting. You're going to max out every single shooting stat except the post fade. I'm going to show you guys later. But max out your mid-range. Max out your 3-point shot. Also max out your free throw. And your post fade, you're just going to put this to an 80, which is 1 point off of the max. Because you're not gaining anything by putting it to an 81. You're just wasting upgrades. So just put it to an 80. Now, playmaking, you are going to max out your pass accuracy. You're also going to max out your ball handling and your post moves. You're going to put this up to an 86. It's going to be something like that, 84, and take 2 upgrades off of it because you're not gaining anything. You're just wasting those 2 points. Put it to an 82. Now, these last 65 upgrades, you're going to put them to your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness. You're going to put these last 12 upgrades to your steal. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 25 finishing, 13 shooting, 26 playmaking, and 1 defensive and rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 65 badges for the slashing playmaker build. Like I said, that is the maximum badges you can get on any build, and I'm pretty sure this is the only build that can get 65 badges. It is insane. This build is a monster offensively. When it comes to defense, that is what you are lacking in. You still have good perimeter defense and good lateral quickness. If you watched my top 3 best build video yesterday, I showed you guys the 64 badge slashing playmaker build because that one's better in my opinion because you get 9 defensive badges. But this one has way better offensive stats. Some people may want that better offensive ability, so this build will be for you. But if you want a better all-around build that still has great offense and great defense, I would check out my top 3 best build video. But this build, 65 badges, is insane. Now I'm going to show you guys this other stuff. Now, body shape does not matter, but just since it's a guard, I'm going to pick Definer Compact. You want to make your player built, solid, slight. It really does not matter whatsoever. However you want your player to look, go ahead and do that. Me personally though, I'm just pick Define. Moving on to height with this build, I recommend you make the build 6'5" or 6'6". 6'5" is going to be the best height. You're tall enough to play decent defense. Still going to be able to speed boost. 90 driving dunk. This build is going to be a monster. You can also make 6'6" if you want to make it a little bit taller just for some even better defense. But I personally recommend 6'5". It's going to be the best in between height. Make sure you guys do pick 6'5". Now moving on to the weight. You don't need weight with this build. So I would lower it all the way down to 175 pounds to get a better acceleration, better lateral quickness, all that type of stuff. Now moving on to the wingspan with this build, I also recommend you lower it all the way down so you get a better ball handling and better shooting. Now if you're one of those people that doesn't want to have tiny T-Rex arms, you want to play better defense, even though the defense isn't super good on this build, the maximum you can put your wingspan to is going to be something like this. You can put your wingspan to default. I wouldn't go higher than that. I mean, you really could, but I would just go default if you want to have decent long wingspan. But honestly, you want to lower your wingspan all the way down for that better shooting and that better ball handling. That's a no-brainer in my opinion. Now moving on to takeovers, man. Slasher, Playmaker, or Shot Creator. I personally recommend Slasher. This is going to boost the most attributes possible. You can pick Shot Creator, Playmaker, it really doesn't matter. I personally recommend you pick Slasher though. That's what I'm going with personally. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a slashing Playmaker similar to Penny Hardaway, Russell Westbrook, and Ja Morant. Interesting comparison. It has Penny Hardaway up there. On my last slashing Playmaker build, it had Derrick Rose, but probably because this build doesn't have as good a defense, that's why his name isn't up there. But 65 badges. Now I'm going to show you guys the best badges in my opinion for this build. If you guys are still watching this video, man, make sure you guys do hit that like button, subscribe, pull up the sub count real quick. You guys can see 10,500 subs. We're halfway to 11k subs. We just hit 10k subs like almost a week ago. I can't even remember. It hasn't been very long though. We just hit 10,500 subs. You watch this video right now, you like what you see, do hit that subscribe button, man, turn on the notifications. But now we're gonna get straight to the best badges for this build. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Let me take the sub count off, give me a minute. Now you guys can see 25 finishing badges with this build. You have a 90 driving dunk. You're gonna be able to get every single contact dunk except the big man contact dunks, because obviously you're a point guard, you're not a center. So keep that in mind. You want Hall of Fame contact finisher so you can get contact dunks. Pretty simple. You also want Giant Slayer. You're only 6'5". This badge is to activate if you go up against anybody that's 6'10" or taller. Now 17 upgrades left. I recommend you throw on Lob City Finisher on Hall of Fame as well. This badge is to help you a lot. A lot of people like catching alley-oops to their point guard, and this badge is going to help you catch those alley-oops and finish them. Highly recommend that. I also recommend Slithery Finisher as well, Hall of Fame. I also recommend Fancy Footwork. Now you got 5 upgrades left. I'm going to put Relentless Finisher on Hall of Fame as well. And 1 badge left. I think I'm going to just go with, you can either go Acrobat or Consistent Finisher. I think I'm going to just go Acrobat. I think these are going to be the best badges possible. You want something different though? There's 25 upgrades. Go ahead and do what you want to do personally. Now moving on to shooting badges, man. 13 shooting badges. You want Quick Draw on gold. Obviously, you don't have this badge on, you're not going to be able to shoot. You want Range Extender gold, so you can shoot a lot deeper. I also recommend Hot Zone Hunter. You have all your Hot Zone badges help you shoot 10 times better. You got 4 upgrades left. I would split this between Green Machine and Difficult Shots. I think I'm going to do this personally though. Green Machine is going to help you shoot more greens, and Difficult Shots to help you fade better. If you want Green Machine higher, you want Difficult Shots higher, you can do this. If you want Difficult Shots higher, you want Green Machine higher, you can do this. It really depends what you want. I think it's going to be the best balanced combination though. Now moving on to Playmaking badges, man. 26 Playmaking badges. It's going to be very nice. You want Handles for Days, Quick First Step, Space Creator, Tie Handles, and Unpluckable. You can put this on silver just so you have 2 Hall of Fame badges. Now 2 Hall of Fame badges left. You got to throw on Floor General or Dimer, whatever one you think is better. Or since you even got 8 upgrades, you could do both of these badges Hall of Fame, which is going to be very nice with this build. Now if you want to have, if you don't want to spend now if you want to use both your Hall of Fame badges on these 2 badges, I completely understand that. Whatever one you think is better, I'm gonna just go with Dimer. And say you want Flashy Passer, you know, to give your slasher takeover, give your teammate takeover a little bit faster, or you want Lob City Passer. It's really up to you. I think I'm gonna do this personally though. It's gonna help your teammates out so much, but there's plenty of good options out there. Now moving on to defensive badges, man. Only 1 defensive badge. This is where the build lacks. It has amazing offensive capabilities, but when it comes to defense, this build is not going to be a very good defensive build. That's why I prefer the 64 badge slashing Playmaker, because that one gets 9 defensive badges opposed to this one only gets 1. So yeah, that is a downfall when making this build. Now there is 2 badges I'd recommend, either Clamps or Pick Dodger. I would probably do Clamps though. This badge will improve your perimeter defense. I think you're going to want to throw this on just so you can play better perimeter defense. You do have pretty good lateral quickness and good perimeter defense. I would definitely throw this badge on, or Pick Dodger, but I think Clamps is going to be the best option. Like I said, this build is lacking in defensive badges, but that's pretty much it, man. That's the best 65 badge point guard build in NBA 2K20. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do hit that like button, subscribe. Like I said earlier in the video, man, if you haven't already, make sure you guys do check out my top 3 best build video. I just dropped it yesterday. That video is going insane. It has already like 20-something K views on it. I already know those videos go crazy. But like I said, you haven't watched that video yet, make sure you guys do watch that video. And also, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys do hit that like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends in case any of them want a 65 badge point guard. Show them this video. But that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys did enjoy. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.